Hello, welcome to my tube. My tiny little tube. My name is Marge. I am a Oka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. You might hear some thunder in the background or claps of lightning. Where I live, this is stormy season. Some people call it monsoon weather season, but I don't know. I have a different definition of monsoons, and I always understood it was in different regions of the world other than where we are. So, but people call the same thing different names all over the world. They've been doing it a long time. Anyway, welcome to my tiny tube. Let's see, today's been a good day. Yesterday was a good day. I didn't do a talk yesterday. There's been weather every day. About in the evening, the storms come in. And I haven't changed my internet. I might not have internet for a day or two. I don't know, while I'm transitioning, because I'm getting rid of one internet company for another. So, because I'm tired of this. Tired of what I got. So if you're not happy with what you got to take some foot prayers to change your life, to make things and circumstances different. So, I got to pay for some stuff forward today. I love buying people freaking loot, man. I love getting people presents. You know, God has blessed me and Mom. Put us in a position that we were able to do that from time to time. There's a kid, he's almost 30. I think he just turned 27, 28. At the coffee shop, he loves playing online games, and I got him some headphones so he can, and with some gamer headsets, and he just, it made him really happy. I like making people happy. I love doing that. And I got myself something. I don't buy myself a lot of stuff because I make my cookies, and that's like my entertainment is my cookies. But I got myself the Big Bang Theory, all 12 seasons on DVD, because, like, the last 2 nights, Benny, stop! I haven't been able to watch Hulu because of the stupid fucking storms. And the satellite internet is shit. So, I got these as a workaround, so I'm going to watch them on my old laptop. So, some stories that have happened between yesterday and today. I was driving into town. I was going to get myself some flip-flops and some new river shoes. I actually I went up to Cuesta today, and I wore my flip-flops, but I had my river shoes in my car, and I should have put those on, because I went walking around in the river, and that ain't river walking footwear attire. Is she done? I'll take it. Good job, Sass. So yesterday, in part of my calling out fraud, waste, and abuse, I pulled past the post office, and they had all these DOT trucks, and that is, anytime you see DOT, it's Department of Transportation. So it's New Mexico Department of Transportation, and I was stopped at a red light, and I was like, hey, how much do those trucks cost? Because they were brand new, like right off. Like, they just came from the paint shop getting the freaking New Mexico DOT logo. Notice? See, even the civic entities change their logos and brands and marketing and shit. Because the logos on the trucks that I noticed when we first got here, now it's different. Now it's DOT. It's NM DOT. It's like... It's a different logo. So they rebrand everything, and they pay themselves to do it. I saw you out the window. I said, how much did that truck cost? He's like, well, and he came around. He was more than happy to share with me what he knew. This is why I ask questions, because you ask questions and you will get answers. He said, well, it comes in 2 parts. You come to get the truck, and then it has all the toolboxes that sit all around it, right? Now, how often do they really drive these trucks? Maybe 3 hours a day out of an 8-hour, 9-hour day? Because they should be at a job site working, not driving around in a truck, right? And now all these trucks, they still get their regular maintenance every 6 months, whether they need it or not, and usually don't because they only drive 3 hours a day. Maybe. Then they're still getting new tires, brand new tires, and this is all the money that goes to taxpayers, right? All taxpayers' money go to $70,000. That's how much one of those trucks costs, and they get whole fleets of them, right? Right? But people don't fucking deserve fucking a place to live because that costs too much money. That's too much of a drain on society. I don't know what the fuck California is doing out there. They're doing all kinds of stuff. Single occupancy for $1,200 a month. It's like, dude, it's turning into a shithole. People don't want to live there anymore, and people are still, because they want you to pay. It used to be that it's like you had rentals. It would pay for the like cost of the mortgage, and maintenance, stuff like that. Now, people want you, with your rent, to pay the mortgage of the house that you're renting in, their fucking mortgage, their kids' college careers, all this extra shit. That's why these rent prices are so high. And there's people that will spend that much on them, right? It's all this money got too big, man. It got too important, got too small. Ego got too big. The Luciferi Theater got too big. Anyway, so I was like, thank you for sharing that, sir. That story, $70,000 for each truck, and hey, all the SUVs that police drive around are the same thing. That's why I'm like, dude, at least. Because, they're also getting pensions, and they're also getting all of their medical coverage is all paid for, right? And they are most of them, I would say 75% are a heart attack waiting to happen. And we get to pay for that shit, but not everybody gets medical coverage? That's bullshit, man. This country better get it together before it flushes down the toilet. Anybody ever notice that Texas looks like a toilet? A lot of Texans here today. Around this time of year, they come over because they got so many fucking houses. You got all these fucking people that just get stationed all over the place at these military bases. They get stationed here because they know somebody, buy a house. All right, I'll stay here 3 years. It's not like that now. Now people figured it out. All this military conflict is all bullshit. It's all made up to generate freaking revenue. There's one guy. There's a guy up in Oregon got in trouble. I wonder if I snapshot. Sometimes I snapshot stories, but sometimes I don't. Maybe I didn't. I think he was a tax evasion. They got him on tax evasion. This guy, in like the last 18 years, has gotten food benefits upwards of $70,000. I mean, he's just like and he's never paid taxes, and he owns like all these buildings in this small city. If people like you, they'll just ignore you and let you do what you want, and you don't gotta freaking comply. Ain't that true? Yeah. So I got to go up to Quest. I got a bunch of cool pictures. Maybe I'll put them up on Instagram. Little river. I should have put my river shoes on, and there we go. It's funny up here when you go to up here, library, recents. Look at that number. It says 48,622, and that's just since 2016. That was me. I was standing next to a bush. I don't get my picture taken a lot. I was trying to stuff in my back fat. I don't get my picture taken a lot. Anyway, my buddies took me up there because they've been here years and years and years, 20s, 30, 20, their whole life, So I was driving up there, and I was just like, God, thank you for sending some people into my life, that are cool and that can show me around, just like I always wanted just to do, and take pictures. And then I come home and I share them with Ma. It's a pretty good deal. So before I met them today, before we drove out there today, we were at the park. I met him at the park. Mom, there's this car that pulled around the corner, and there's this big, like, boxer dog, like, dog, like a, what kind of dog was it? One of those with the droopy faces. You know what I mean? Like a bulldog. Has a saggy face. And he was, like, hanging out the back window of his owner's car, you know, and she comes around the corner. Dude, the dog just bailed and jumped out of the back of the car. I got up and I was like, oh, I closed my eyes. I didn't want to watch if it went under because it was, but it just kind of rolled between the curb and the tire and it didn't get run over, right? So the owner, like, realized her dog jumped down, so she's like, hurry up and trying to park. So I go over, I grab the dog, I'm like, come here, Paul. You know, it was kind of limping. But it could have before it bailed out of the car. And it wasn't going fast, but it just like, you know, it don't take much to freaking break a bone, especially in an older dog. So I hang on to its collar while the owner came over, parked the car and walked over, you know, and she was super grateful and stuff. And Tuck, you're okay. And the dog already had hip dysplasia. So it was limping, it already had a limp. It's all right, Tuck. You guys worried about not? Come here, Tuck. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me finish my talk. I knew you guys were going to do this. So that's something that happened. Today, I saw a dog freaking bail out of his own car, and then his person almost run over it, but didn't. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like it trips. It kind of trips. Stuff like that happens, or car accidents, or any kind of emergency situation. I am on it. I am on it for triage. I am on it. You know, I'm the person that runs into the building that's on fire. All right. So, it's just so funny to me that when it comes to my babies, that I am just so skittish about their welfare and well-being and stuff like that. Like my buddies, they took their dogs. They got 4 dogs. Good dogs. Good dog. And people always freak out when they see them because they're conditioned. They're conditioned to be fearful. Right? Because they're like, and they're not even, they're like boxer mixes, kind of. I don't even know if they're really, but they look like pit bulls, so people automatically recoil. You know? And it's like, what kind of jackass is going to take a dog out that isn't good around people and let it just run around off leash? You know what I mean? But these are the dogs, and they have I can't do that with mine. There's no way. I tell them all the time, there's no way I could take my 4 dogs out here. Now, they did very good traveling across country. On the move, they did very good. I was very impressed. But to just go out to the, you know, the pond or the creek or river or whatever, and to let them run around, they're hound dogs. They listen. They don't care about what I say. They don't listen to me. They scoff at my declarations. They really, really do. So, what else happened? I was going to talk about the $70,000 trucks. That's just some bullshit, man. Everybody should be able to have a house, you know? You know, you're born, you should have a freaking, okay, here, this is what you need. Nope, it don't work that way. Things are changing. Full moon's tomorrow. And that's just, I love it. I love listening to a bunch of people, different people in their procession, because if you listen to this person, it's in 1 degree Aquarius. But if you listen to this person, it's 1.5 degree in Aquarius. So it's just always this. So I listen to so many people that I just collect a lot of data. So it's just going to be real interesting to see how things unfold this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. But, you know, I'm going to close on this because I got to upload this and it's probably going to take me 3 hours. But I was thinking about it. It's like my whole life, I had an idea of what I wanted my life to be, right? Kind of a generalized idea kind of thing. The older I get, I understand you can't focus too much on one thing because oftentimes you'll sell yourself short. You know? But see, I started out so happy-go-lucky, you know? I always had the kid in me, but as time went on, especially moving to Oregon and all the troubles and hardships that I had there, I really felt that I was starting to get hard, like the shadow was starting to freaking, and then I started drinking again, and I quit, and you get physical exercise, and that works off the shadow, and there's a lot of stuff you can do to keep the shadow at bay, and, but for a while, I was worried that I wasn't ever going to get to a place that other people would want to find appealing to want to be around, okay? Because for a long time, even in Omaha, I was very angry. I was very hurt for a lot of things, and I've come to a place of acceptance that I ain't mad and I ain't hurt no more, and God brought us to a place that actually feels good. It feels good here. And going out in nature, man, do that once a week. I was telling my buddy, man, people don't got to do heroin no more. They don't got to do fentanyl. They don't got to do none of that stuff anymore. If people just go out and just spend some time in Mother Nature, man, it puts everything else into perspective. It's magic, man. It's magical. It's magical. So, yeah, and I've always seen people, meet people and fall in love, and they fixed them, it healed them, or broken people have kids and it healed them, and I'm just like, man, I've never been in a position, I've done a lot of work to heal myself, but I never got to the point where, people wanted to, people called me or messaged me and said, hey, you want to hang out and go with us, right? And thankfully I'm there, and it feels good to be included, and that sense of camaraderie and community and stuff like that, it really does, and maybe now, it's like I've healed myself enough through God, God's grace, and He is, working through my connection with Him. It's healed me enough. I'm still in a lot of pain every day. I'm a lot better off than I used to be, and I don't take pills, stuff like that, and, but I always looked at those people and I was just like, well, I'm going to heal myself. I don't need somebody else to help fix me, even though I had relationships that did help, because God works through people, and people can be very healing. They can be very harmful too. It just depends on how we're going to reflect them that day, I guess. But, Ma, life is pretty good today. You had a pretty good day today, too, huh? It's raining real good right now. I'm trying to stall so I don't have to take the dogs out, because I'm going to put on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt probably and freaking just go out, put on the hood. I don't like the droppy... I don't like splashes. I will yell at other people's children for fucking splashing me. No, it's not funny and it's not cute, kid. Or whatever, adult, whatever. I'm not a big fan of that sensation. So, what else happened? Synchronicities? So many synchronicities, man. I'll be listening to a talk, and then mom and I'll have a conversation, and then we'll say a word, or I'll hear a word on my music, and it'll come on the TV or something like that. It's just a lot of synchronicities, a lot of God, universe, divine, letting us know that we're right where we're supposed to be. Huh, Ma? Yeah? That's what I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.